The history of my people, written down in the Chronicle of Akakor, draws to its close. The priests say that time will soon run out, that we have only a few more months. Then the destiny of the Uga Mangulala will be fulfilled, and when I see the despair and the misery of my people, I cannot help but believe in these prophecies. The white barbarians are penetrating even deeper into our territory. They come from the east and from the west like fire in a strong wind. They spread a cloak of darkness over the country. But if the white barbarians would only think, they would realize we cannot take anything that does not belong to us. They would understand that the gods gave all of us a great mansion to share and enjoy. But the white barbarians want to have everything for themselves. Their hearts are not moved even when they perform the most terrible acts. Therefore, we can do nothing but withdraw and hope that our former masters may return, as it is written in the Chronicle, in good words, in clear script. On the day the gods left the earth, they called for Ina. They left their bequest with their most trusted servant. Ina, we are going home. We have taught you wisdom and have given you good counsel. Our work is done. Our days are complete. Keep us in your memory and do not forget us, for we are brothers of the same blood and we have the same Father. We shall come back when you are threatened. But now, take the chosen tribes, lead them into the underground dwellings to protect them from the coming catastrophe. Those were their words. This is how they spoke when they said farewell. And Ina saw how their ships took them to the skies with fire and thunder, and how they disappeared over the mountains of Akakor. And only Ina saw their departure. But the gods left behind their knowledge and wisdom. They were venerated as holy. They were assigned to the ancient fathers. And Ina summoned the elders of the people to a council, and he told them about the gods' last instruction. And he ordered a new reckoning of time to commemorate the departure of the former masters. In the hour zero, 10,481 BC, the gods left the earth. They gave the sign for a new chapter in the history of my people. But at that time, not even Ina, their most trusted servant and the first prince of the Uga Mangulala, was aware of the terrible coming events. The chosen people were distressed about the departure of the former masters and overwhelmed by discouragement. Only the image of the gods remained in the hearts of the chosen servants. With burning eyes they gazed into the sky, but the golden ships did not return. The skies were empty, no breeze, no sound. Heaven remained empty. In the language of the white barbarians, Uga means allied, joined. Mangu means chosen, exalted. And Lala means tribes. The Uga Mangu Lala are the allied chosen tribes. A new era started for them after the departure of the former masters. No longer did superior gods rule over their empire, whose borders were many moons apart. The Uga Mangulala now ruled between the two oceans, along the great river, to the low hills in the north and far into the expansive plains in the south. The 2 million, comprising the chosen tribes, governed an empire of 362 million people, since the former masters had subdued the other tribes over the course of centuries. The Uga Mangulala ruled over 26 cities, over mighty border fortifications, and over the subterranean dwellings of the gods. Only 3 temple complexes, Salazar, Minoa, and Tiwanaku, remained outside their jurisdiction by explicit instruction of the ancient fathers. Ina, the first prince of the Uga Mangulala, was faced with enormous tasks. I know only a few details about the period following the departure of the former masters. The first great catastrophe lies like a pall over the events of the first 13 years in the history of my people. According to the priests, Ina ruled over the largest empire that has ever existed on earth. It was headed by the Uga Mangulala, who made sure the laws were obeyed. The warriors protected the frontiers from the raids of savage tribes. 360 million allies owed them allegiance. But after the first great catastrophe, they rebelled against the rule of the Uga Mangulala. They rejected the bequest of the gods and soon forgot their language and their script. They became degenerate. Kishua, as the white barbarians call our language, consists of simple and good words that suffice to describe all mysteries of nature. Not even the Incas know the script of the gods. There are 1,400 symbols which yield different meanings according to their sequence. The most important signs are those for life and death, depicted by bread and water. All entries in the Chronicle begin and end with these symbols. After the arrival of the German soldiers in 1942, according to the calendar of the white barbarians, the priests started recording the events in the script of the allied tribes as well. Language, service for the Commonwealth, veneration of the aged, and respect for the prince are the most important things documented from the years before the first great catastrophe. They are evidence of the fact that in the 10,000 years of its history, my people only had one aim: to preserve the bequest of the former masters.